Hello there, Capricorn. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Capricorn for September of 2019. Can't believe we're 9 months into the year already. This one's went really fast. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Makes all of us Capricorn named Frankie for the time of the reading, I suppose. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I also don't think the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month, kind of an overall view. Now, I have a short message for us, and I know I don't like it either, but we're used to it. It's like work, 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 and get it finished, get it finished, get it done. It's that kind of energy. Tie up the loose ends, get everything in place. And in the process of that, it's like, I don't know, like I'm being aggravated, and I'm supposed to, if I owe an apology, give one. If I'm owed an apology, I'm to accept it because it's just not worth our effort, our energy, or anything like that. At least this month, it feels like maybe because we have so much to clean up. So if someone's saying, whoops, I'm losing our cards. Someone's saying, good job, Capricorn, take it, because we never take the pats on the back. We just do the work. And we have good words this month. They're courage and trust and efficiency. Sorry, Capricorn. And faith and play. And we got good reason here to have faith because we're really going to need it because the bottom card on the deck is not the best card in the world for us. So we have, whoops, look, I've got my elbow on my angel cards here. We have the Ten of Swords energy, and that's like a little bit of a difficult card. But it marks the appearance of the beginning of the total end of a period of like trials and tribulations, and it's a new cycle. And in order for the new cycle to come in, we have to clear away all the debris of the old cycle, on the way out. Last dust bunny out the door. It's a number 10, so that means number 1 means fresh start. For it being on the bottom of the deck for our overall view of the month means that right here, efficiency's coming in. We might as well have faith and trust it, because sometimes when the old cycle's going out, the process is sweeping. That one little last dust bunny out the door, so to speak, it gets pretty painful sometimes. So it's a statement that we need to make a clean break from the past and any of its pain or suffering. Whatever, we're making a clean break because this is like not the easiest card. Sometimes I think this card could mean surgery too, so maybe it's a recovery period too. Sometimes the card means a divorce. It could mean quitting a job, changing a career. Those are actually good things, or moving across the country or across the world, maybe for a new job or a new relationship. We could be changing like a traditional belief system. We don't any longer need it, but whatever it is, the card, it is now necessary, is the way I'm hearing it. It is now necessary to make the break and make it cleanly, leave no loose ends. We're Capricorn. We are efficiency. So leave no loose ends. It's time to see the situation maybe that caused this without really clearly and without any previous illusions that could have clouded our vision or maybe gave us oh my, gave us rose-colored glasses. I'm saying oh my because right underneath this 10 is a 1, the magician. So it means that we have everything we need to make this break or do whatever it is that we need to do. And we're going to do it extremely efficiently because we are Capricorn. That would be the end of that. And I'd want to keep that all in mind for this month, really, because when you see our next card here, this is the High Priestess. So talk about faith right there and trust right there along with it. That's two of our words going right along with it, because the High Priestess means that we are experiencing a really high degree of intuition, like the invisible world where the inner change takes place before it takes place in the outer world, is how they want me to say it. So we're in a tune with the inner resources, and they're very, very accurate now. So we can have faith in them and we can trust them, just like our words down here. And they're saying to me, we are in a position with the High Priestess right now to acknowledge the fact and maybe acknowledge the fact that our intuition is on the money, okay? Acknowledge the fact that it's on the money, and remove ourselves sometimes with this card from like the day-to-day world in order to be able to go deeper within ourselves and really tune in to our inner voice, our inner wisdom, and our own spiritual awareness is how they want me to say that, because we have trust in there and faith. And she's the most efficient way for us to do it. Now, the High Priestess actually knows all, and the High Priestess sees all, but the High Priestess does not speak all. You've got to ask the question in a very direct manner if this is someone outside of us, in order to get the full answer. So the High Priestess keeps all secrets. If that's us, maybe we have some secrets we need to keep this month, or something along those lines. You never know, but it's our intuition is on. So for some of us, there may be circumstances that we want to keep an eye on, is the way they're saying it to me. Keep an eye on, keep it to ourselves, keep an eye on it, and keep it to ourselves, is the way they're saying. So with that in mind, I'm going to say not to gossip. If I feel there's something going on, around me, and it's going maybe affect me or affect someone I know, and my little spidey sense is up there, I might want to watch and step back and step away from it, especially if we get into any of those, power struggle type situations. We're going to know exactly what's going on. Maybe we don't know the whole of it, but maybe why someone's struggling with us is because they're struggling with something going on in their own personal or private life. So we might want to think about it like that, or in that way also. Yeah, that's the way they're saying, especially with our words down here. We might want to think about it, is the way they're saying it, in that way. Because our next card here is really important to us. This is the Three of Rods. Wands, rods, however, I don't know why they changed the name on the cards, but It's what someone who is ready and willing to hang on to what he or she has, right? Anything that they have achieved by remaining in calm control of any situations that are around us. That's why that high priestess energy is good for us this month, and knowing that we have no need for any type of impulsiveness. We're not usually impulsive, but sometimes situations or circumstances can cause even the best of us Capricorns to be. So it's a time to act mature, a time to act responsible, in a responsible manner based on experience and based on common sense, and taking things firmly in hand. So it means we've consolidated some kind of situation. I wished I could place this for you. For some of us it'll be work, others of us it's going to be in our relationship. Usually rods though, or wands energy is business, so we've consolidated some type of situation, business, enterprise, and because of that we can get financial gain. So by a clear definition, and this is exactly how they're saying it, by a clear definition of the role we want to play, we are presenting a positive picture, like to the world at large. This kind of attitude around us, it draws helpful people. We have a card here that's going to show that at the end of the reading. It'll draw helpful people and circumstances to us. So, and that's really excellent, especially with all that work stuff on the table. So it means we've established a really solid foundation for our business or our occupation, usually, maybe a relationship for some of us. And we can expect cooperation from others to succeed. So at this point, we're clear about who we are, and if we're clear about who we are, then others will respond positively to that kind of confidence around us, and they will trust us and have faith in us, because we're the person that can do the job. We do the job no matter what, and we do the job efficiently. Actually, our word play down here, we make it look like play. Other people couldn't do what we Capricorns can do, and that's the absolute truth. They could not handle it, couldn't do it, not in the manner that we can pull things off. And if there's one thing we know about ourselves, that's it. But we have some rough energy in here this month, and I think that might have to do with that original message, because the next card here is the Four of Cups. This is like a state of apathy. Look at this poor guy in the card. He's been sitting there staring at, I don't know what, his shoes so long that he got dirt in his hair and he grew ivy out of his head. But it's a state of withdrawal, but it may be necessary, like the rest, like the hectic excitement that comes with that Three of Cups, that party energy, the three girls on the card holding the cup, and now it's time for us to get away, drift, daydream for a while before we go back to that daily grind, because it means we're in a state of withdrawing from a situation or a person. And it's probably because of that Ten of Swords energy. And like I said, sometimes that's tough. But after any kind of really intense emotional involvement, we usually need some space. Space for ourselves. Space to be ourselves. It's like the letdown after a big buildup, you know? It's a weird type of energy. I'm trying to think of something would match it. postpartum blues. Postpartums, I have no idea what that means. Like postpartum blues, or when we have to face like the daily grind of ordinary life, like dealing with all the nitty gritties of making a relationship or marriage work or making the job work, all that extra stuff. And we have the word play in here. So, along with that word, I'm going to tell you guys what I always tell you. Here he sits with those 3 full cups beside him, being da 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 da. And here comes the hand of God out of the cloud giving him an empty cup. So when I see that empty cup, I think immediately, it's like, what do I want to fill that cup with? So with our words down here, I'm going to say have the courage, right? We need to have the courage to have faith that we're going to make the right choice and decision. Maybe take this time, the downtime type energy, to think about what we want in the future. Maybe we've been working too hard, maybe playing too hard. What do we want to put in this cup for the future when we come out of this state? And sometimes daydreaming is a really great form of play, because we can get a lot of creative ideas, things like that go along with it when we're in that ditzy world or doo-doo state or whatever you want to call it, like doodling type state. It's really helpful, and I think sometimes we just need it because we work so hard and we are so efficient. We make sure everything's done all the time, and for everybody else around us. Maybe, with the energy of this 3 of rods, and the energy of this, the Lover's card, and with that 10 of swords here, I realize that the 10 of swords is not like the 10 of cups energy or any of the rest of them, but it's a tough energy, because our next one's the Lover's card, and this is a card of cooperation. Cooperation. Maybe taking that apology from somebody. Cooperation, working together in a coalition with others to accomplish a joint purpose. It can stand for attraction, right, of any kind, not just the romantic kind. Even though it's cups energy, it doesn't, or even though it's a major arcana and it's lovers, it does not mean romantic all the time. But it's something that would require harmony, union, and cooperation. It can be an indication of a choice, that we have to make the choice about a love relationship. Maybe but it means both. If we're making a choice, both things have equal value, right? And if we're making the choice with the Lover's card, it will be the absolute right choice. And it also can mean 2 or more people coming together in our life in the pursuit of a common goal. It could be temporarily coming together, like co-joining for a specific or particular purpose, like a teamwork at work, or if this card, this looks like stab in the back card, maybe that broke up a relationship. We could be coming together with others that know what happened and can help or be on our side or benefit us in some manner. I wish I could tell you guys where these cards are going to come down in your life, but I can't. Some of us, I think it's going to be direct career. Other of us, it could be relationships, things like that. But I feel really strong that we're going to come out of it this month on the right side of it, on the right side of it is the way they're saying it to me, with making right choices, making right decisions for us, making the choice that means that we will benefit and that will be happy and expanded during this type of energy. There's an expansive energy here around this month. Whatever's going to make us happy, I guess so. Joy. That's our thing. All this crazy energy, and if we trust and have faith in it, and we play, and we have the courage, like, and the intuitive stuff, it looks like we're bringing it finally together, Capricorn. That is absolutely excellent. Joy is the highest energy of all. And remember, that's the one thing I want. They said stop and tell them. Remember, the magician is right underneath that Ten of Swords energy. So the best is going to come out of this. So joy is the highest energy of all. It's a magical sense that everything's possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment, and joy allows you to attract and create your present future moments at their highest possible level. That's a wonderful card for us. I think what's going on here is a dynamic of some type of alteration in our lives, and it's kind of weird because it's a monthly energy, but it feels particularly like a critical juncture or a turning point, that from there on in, with the intuition coming through the daydreaming of the Four of Cups, the intuition coming through the High Priestess energy and the cooperation of others and this stick-to-itness, that whatever it is we're looking for, the outcome of it is going to be the very best thing. And when we look back on it, it's going to be a pivotal moment, which is interesting. But they asked me to say it, so I'm going to say it. You drew this card as a reminder that your power comes from staying centered in the feeling of joy. Ask your angels for guidance about any challenges or changes you want to make to bring more joy into your life and the lives of others. If you're feeling trapped or victimized in any way, the angels can ease your burdens. A joyful outlook brings the freedom you desire while the responsibilities are simultaneously met. That goes right along with our original message. Release or heal any parts of your life that aren't joyful. That goes with the other one too. Accept the olive branch, maybe, or accept the apology and move on. The answer to your question involves choosing the route that brings you the most joy. Release the fears while manifesting, and instead focus on the feeling of joy as if your desire were already a reality. And reward yourself. Go play. After the end of it all, let's go play, because we got ones in there. Fresh starts and new beginnings. Well, Capricorn, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, all of the information's down below the screen in the About section, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is over at the website, and that's in the About section. The prayer class and suture classes I put out there for you guys, there's 2 short videos. They're over at the website. Prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It's real comprehensive. Explains how to format prayers for different things and why you do it that way. Sutras are simple thought forms you put in a Very easy meditation, takes 5 minutes a day, enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. And to everybody I've met through 3 whole years of doing these YouTubes, and everybody I've met through 31 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all thank you. It's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye bye.